Hi guys, how are you? I wanted to take this time today to do a really quick video about this list right here. This is the repository list for unsold properties. Now before we get started, I wanted to do a quick disclaimer so that you are aware I am not a licensed real estate agent, nor am I an attorney. With that, make sure that you understand that this information is my personal experiences that I'm willing to share with you guys. And if you would like to get some expert opinions from either an attorney or a real estate agent, please feel free to do that. So with that being said, let's talk about the repository list. Okay. So let's start off with what is a repository list. So the repository list is a list of properties that weren't sold at either the upset sale or the judiciary sale. So what happened is when those properties are not sold, they go on this repository list. Now this is something that I found out throughout my journey, and thank goodness to Miss Dore, shout out to her at the tax assessment office. She really gave me a lot of information that I thought would be important to share with you guys. So let's talk about number one. In my county, I live in Pennsylvania, so in my county in Pennsylvania, a lot of the properties that are on the repository list have been here for years and years and years. And the reason being is some of them are strips of land, some of them are fields, some of them are even retention ponds. These are things that I didn't know. So what happened is I got this list and I saw something like, see if you guys can see it, like 300. So I'll see something that says like 300, 1500, this. So in my not knowing or unknowing state, I thought that was the price that the property was being sold for. Yeah. A good deal. And even some of them said like 100. So I was like, $100 for these properties? You know, why are people buying these things up? This is why they're not buying them up. Because of those things I mentioned earlier about them being retention pond. And some of the properties are not buildable. But let me just give you a quick tip on what these numbers are. When you own a house, and I know I'm going to be saying a lot of housing or, you know, terminology that you guys are not familiar with, but I encourage you to Google, go to Google University and find out what these terminologies are. Also along the way, I will drop some of the definitions in this video so that you're aware. All right, back to this. So what I found out is that is the tax assessment value. So when you own a home, and you know, some of the things that we do as real estate investors, we want to know what the tax assessment is on the property so that we know what our property taxes are. So first of all, you have to find out what the millage rate is. So it is, the formula that I was given is this amount you see here, that 300, 500, 100, whatever it is. You will multiply that times the millage rate in your county, and then that will give you what the tax bill will be. So like I said, these houses, and or not even, some of them are houses, some of them are not. A lot of them, which I found in my county, are not. This is why there's like tons of assets here. So once you do all of that, you get that. So the question is now, what does it mean for you? You know what it means? Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. And let me tell you why. If you do your research, you'll go onto the county tax assessment page. I want you to look at these properties in whatever county you're at so that you can see what is being offered from the repository list. Once you go on the county assessment page, you're able to see a map of all of the different properties and what they look like, so you know if it's a strip of land. And what I find interesting is that some of them are so close to other people's homes that you can just buy that strip and maybe offer to sell it to the owner and say, hey, now why don't the city, the city or county come together and say, hey, I got this strip of property, or add it to someone else's home as they should, as another parcel. A lot of times they'll combine the parcels, and the parcels are like, if you ever look on a map when you own a house, or you guys are getting into real estate, we're all in the same line of business, or some of us not, but we're learning. You'll look at the parcel and it's a parcel next to it. So look at where the parcel is, get the address on either side, the closest one to that parcel, because most of them don't have addresses. Go out there and see the property. And when you look at it, make sure it's something that's buildable. We're buildable, meaning that you can build a property on it. You never know. It might be a house sitting there that you can build on. It could be some land that you can sell later on. But look at everything as the glass is half full versus half empty. And it's just another opportunity for you guys to do whatever you need to do. And once again, once everything is good, you submit your claim. And the best thing about it is, regardless of what the assessment is, you can submit a claim for however much you want. So you submit it to the tax assessment office. There's generally a form. Let me show you real quick. That you can print offline for your county, and it gives you everything that you need to know, where to send it to. You send it in with your check. Make sure it's money. We spend money on coffee and everything else. Send it in, and they'll let you know if you got that bid or not. But like I said, do your homework first, research, and once you did all of that, there is opportunity everywhere you look when it comes to real estate and real estate investment. So with that, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Drop your comments below if you have any questions, concerns, anybody have any feedback. Make sure you continue to follow my business page, which is Lane Home Solutions. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, which is We Buy Homes Cash, LHS. And I'll be looking forward to hearing from you guys. So take care.